Alright everybody, welcome back to another edition here of our modernized SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager Mode. How are you all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, and at the end of our last episode, we went through the Backlash pay-per-view, and then you can see the winners and losers. However, now we gotta move forward. Now we're looking ahead to our next pay-per-view a few months down the line, Vengeance. And just looking at the rivalries, we have a lot of work to do, because I guess the tag team thing it's just not going to work. So I am going to delete all of that. There we go. And now we're going to move forward, because even though I have some plans right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to, make some of those plans. We have to kick off some of those plans here in this episode. And the first thing I'm going to do, we are going to go over to the proposed trades section, because I want to trade over somebody. Okay, I want to make a big trade, our first trade in the series, because I really don't want Brock Lesnar for a few reasons. One, if he's not in the main event scene, it feels weird to have Brock Lesnar, at least in my opinion. Secondly, well, in real life, he's a super part-time guy, and I'm trying to kind of keep this somewhat grounded to reality, and him just showing up every week doesn't always work. So I'm going to trade over Brock Lesnar. He's got, 20 popularity? And the person I'm going to first try, because I don't think this is going to be successful, but I am going to try getting Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's see if I'll do it. Nope. Of course not. I will give you the next best thing, since you want to play hardball. Okay, you're not going to give me Shinsuke Nakamura. It's fine. They have the same popularity level. However, one level down is Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens. And I'm going to make Daniel Bryan, the leader of the Yes Movement, my guy. And, of course, because it's literally only one freaking popularity level below Brock Lesnar, but it's fine. Okay, Daniel Bryan, Lesnar, we're good. So now, if I go to these really quick, we have a lot. Ooh, Daniel Bryan's a bad guy. Okay. I can work with heel Daniel Bryan, because I think heel Daniel Bryan versus babyface Fiend would be pretty interesting. And while we're talking about all these rivalries, I think we should have Asuka versus Mickie James. So I'm going to turn Mickie James into a bad guy after the shock betrayal at Backlash in the Iron Woman match, as she was the special guest referee. So yeah, that makes sense. And since Sasha Banks beat Melina at the pay-per-view as well, that means we can kick off a feud between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. Okay, hungry challenger, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks. Bada bing, bada boom, we're good. And we're going to kick it off, main event just right now, just immediately out of the way. Main event, Daniel Bryan and The Fiend. In my head, this is a segment. Like most of The Fiend's matches probably on, just on Raw, they're going to be, quote, segments. Daniel Bryan, okay, he said, this is him cutting his shoot promo on SmackDown. He's like complaining about Theodore Long always booking tag team matches and going one-on-one with The Undertaker, which doesn't even make any sense, because The Undertaker isn't even on SmackDown. And Daniel Bryan, he's fed up with having these imaginary matches against a guy who's not even in the ring. Okay, Daniel Bryan has been fighting on SmackDown against nobody, and he is pissed off. He talks about, the SmackDown, how they suck, and The Fiend comes out and sucks the life out of Daniel Bryan. Rivalry in place of match again. For the Roman and Edge storyline, because of course Edge is still hurt. I can't change that. Edge is still hurt. But he's only got one more week, so it's fine. And then of course I mentioned earlier we're going to turn Mickie James heel, so there we go. And here we will have a tag team match. Normal tag, Keith Lee and Rob Van Dam versus Shelton Benjamin and Seth Rollins, because of course I guess we're just continuing on from this feud. In fact, really quick, I might as well make that a feud as well. There we go. So we got RVD and Seth Rollins continuing that feud. I was thinking about doing a number one contenders match, but I kind of want to keep it going. By the way, as for the tag team title thing, I've got some plans for that. Don't you worry. As now we got a singles no manager with manager, as Asuka takes on Becky Lynch, and of course Sasha Banks will be there. But this is for the women's title, okay? Asuka, she feels screwed. Yeah, so she's angry, and so we're gonna have that there. There we go. That's the semi-main before Daniel Bryan comes out. So semi-main or last match, I guess you could say, because again, promo thing. Women's title, Becky versus Asuka with Sasha Banks, who won't come out with Asuka in my head. Sasha Banks just sort of comes out afterwards or during the match, gets a close look at whoever will become champion. And to kick off the show, we're gonna have a TLC tornado tag as Woods and Big E, even though it's not a feud, okay, they still want a rematch for the titles. And then here we'll have a submission match, just kind of why not. Okay, Melina, she's still pissed off about the Sasha Banks thing, but Sasha Banks, she is dealing with the whole women's title thing. And as such, Melina is looking to take out her frustrations on Bayley following the loss. Confirm the match card, let's go. Pete Dunne and Cesaro, they're still the tag team champs, which is very interesting. Okay, I love me some Pete Dunne and Cesaro. I love the whole tag team thing. Bayley beats Melina, so hopefully that Melina, Bayley, Sasha Banks thing is kind of over now. Shelton Benjamin and Seth Rollins beat Keith Lee and Rob Van Dam. Not what I wanted to see. I had plans, I had goals. The Keith Lee and RVD just spoiled those plans and goals. However, Becky Lynch, just like at the pay-per-view, retains her title. She's still women's champ. And The Fiend, of course, beats Daniel Bryan in this in-ring promo. Okay, attacks Daniel Bryan, and now The Fiend has got a new target. Fan change. SmackDown, it's always SmackDown. It's always 210,000? I'm not enjoying that. Not enjoying that. That sucks. That really sucks. By the way, Edge is now fully recovered, so that's great. I'm sad. I'm real upset with this whole SmackDown scenario thing. However, nonetheless, we're going to have an interview space here. Okay, Shelton Benjamin is going to be interviewed about his whole, new thing, his new alliance with Seth Rollins. And another interview space, because we really need to build up all of these guys and gals. So we're going to have another interview space with Edge. Now that he's fully recovered, is he ready to compete on Raw again? We're going to find out in the main event, normal tag, as Edge, alongside Becky Lynch, takes on Roman Reigns and Sasha Banks. Big time main event. Also, while I'm thinking about it, because it slipped in my mind, we're going to make this Asuka, Mickie James, Vengeance, Jealous Friend. I don't care. Okay, there. Now we got that feud going. However, what is this? Backstage brawl, because why not? Okay, we're gonna have Shelton Benjamin attacking Keith Lee backstage. We're gonna see what happens after the interview. Actually, I'm gonna change that, so there we go. So now the interview is earlier on in the show. In the game doesn't really matter, but to me it does, damn it. To me it does. And that is after a singles match with manager. Shelton Benjamin is going to be alongside Seth Rollins. Where are you? There we go. Keith Lee takes on Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins, he's watching Rob Van Dam on the outside, so everybody's got managers. However, everybody's watching each other. However, here we got Asuka versus Mickie James, because why not? That's a little fun skedoodle, I guess. Single no manager with manager. Daniel Bryan taking on Big E. However, during the match, The Fiend... The Fiend, that's Keith Lee. The Fiend interrupts, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, he goes and interrupts during the match. Lights go out, lights come back on. The Fiend is in the ring. Bleh. He does the bleh or whatever. And finally, because I guess these two are now sort of linked together, I didn't mean for this to happen, Bayley and Melina look to battle in some one-on-one action. And yeah, so without further ado, confirm match card, let's go. Oh, I could have used Heat. I don't think Heat does anything. If you guys are big fans of GM mode, I've never gotten why Heat was a thing in this. So please, let me know if it actually does anything. Simulate all, let's go. As Bayley beats Melina because, I don't know, because of course, I guess. Big E because of the Attack of the Fiend. Like I mentioned earlier, Attack of the Fiend with the claw, the little beats Daniel Bryan, so Big E gets a win there. Asuka beats Mickie James, kind of what I expected, but okay. Getting a little bit of revenge following, you know, Mickie James' involvement as the special guest ref at the last pay-per-view. Keith Lee with Rob Van Dam beats Seth Rollins with Shelton Benjamin, and when Shelton Benjamin went to go attack Keith Lee following that win over his Messiah Master, Keith Lee said, "Nah," and like buried him, threw him into the wall or whatever, hit him with the spirit bomb on the concrete, brutalized this young boy. And in the main event, Edge and Becky Lynch, okay, this is Edge's return match to Raw, beats Roman Reigns, and I kind of wanted that to happen. That's what I like to see. So overall, let's see how much we lose, and Keith Lee has a minor injury, that's great. Raw, hey, we got 70,000! We're actually doing some good! All it took was to sacrifice my boy Keith Lee, but we did something good! Okay, I don't know what changed about that show. 2 minor injuries? Oh, come on! Keith Lee is hurt. Shelton Benjamin's hurt. I'm not happy. Not happy about that. Rivalries already. Bryan and the Fiend are dead. Like, why? I did different things with them. Why is it dead? What happened here? What are we doing? What's going on? Why did no one like this? Why? I don't understand. Guys, I am bewildered as to this game's logic sometimes, and it's, you know, reaction to feuds. I'll delete the feud, like I've already done to so many, but I guess Dan O'Brien's gonna have to find a new guy. Although, to be fair, I kind of want to just restart the feud then, and trick the game and stuff, but we will know what's happening. Either way, though, I'm done. Screw this. I'm happy Raw won. That's something. SmackDown, Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton. Look at all these like 80 and above guys. Whereas I only have I only have Edge. Melina is unsatisfied. That's great. Just everything. This whole series thus far has felt very chaotic, and I don't know why. But hopefully you are enjoying it as we conclude this episode of our SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 modernized GM mode. If you guys like to, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment. Subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on Grapple Nation, of course. My name is Dominic, and have a good day. Bye-bye.